Welcome to My Wife Left Me podcast. I'm Kevin, and we got Pat and Sean.
What's up?
Changing it up, I like it.
Yes.
So this week,
changed me.
yeah, because we roasted the man during the entire trip.
You versus the fucking the entire trip.
Couldn't be me. We got some goofs, some gaffes this week, and some. We're gonna be talking about Ocean City, our trip there.
Yeah.
But before we get started, want to shout out we have new merch. Buy that merch.
Paul's Shake Paul.
Go to WifeLeftMePod.StoreEnvy. That's StoreEnvy.com. The links will be in the description. Yeah, check it out. We got embroidered hats, beanies, shirts.
Yes. Excited to see what those look like.
You already know what it looks like.
Excited to see what they look like in person.
Fair enough. Yeah, we made a little order, but so let's just jump right into it, gamers.
What do we have?
Take a leap.
We have some goofs.
Maybe a gaff or two.
Let me gaff.
So here's this video of this choir. This is pretty fucking legendary.
A choir.
It's these old people choir. So
You like old people now, do you?
I like.
Oh no, now.
Talent show audition tape.
Fucking 8 Mile.
It's a senior adult choir. Yeah. That's shot.
Or why this song? What the fuck?
Look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted,
He's like doing
what
Shakespeare.
moment would you capture it or just let it slip? Yo.
Yo. They're all off the fucking beat. One shot.
We did not fucking practice that.
They don't give a fuck.
They are hating.
There's no way this is real, dude.
This is real. She's so into it. Ride dirty. Oh my god. Kind of feel bad because they're like, they're all like trying. This is fucking great.
Love the organ.
I love how we're gonna get like copyright strikes just
yeah.
for like old people singing these songs.
Hey, all right now, fellas. Now, what's cooler than being cool? I can't hear you. I said, what's cooler than being cool?
Ice cold.
All right. Okay, now,
All
ladies.
right.
Now,
Yeah.
we're going to break this thing down in just a few seconds. Now, don't have me break this thing down for nothing. Here we go. Shake it.
He's laughing.
No, it's
Shake it.
I want to know who did that. Though.
I was wondering if it was that chick.
Someone's trying to flex on the entire choir. She's not even singing.
I think the dude was laughing at the one part. Like he was.
Yeah, with the main dude.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Whose fucking idea was this?
Isn't it Don't You Wish Your Girlfriend Was a Freak? Oh, that must be the second part. This dude's so into it, dude. It's crazy.
This guy's the fucking orchestrator of this
Yeah.
whole event.
wonder whose idea. He's probably like the.
God spoke to me and said we have to do fucking mainstream pop.
Well, this is for like an America's Got Talent type thing, or like some talent show audition.
Break it down.
It's like none of them rehearsed. Literally none of them rehearsed.
This is their first time seeing this material.
You can tell in the beginning they're all like reading off like they have no idea what they're.
Stop. Have a time.
That's a meme right there. Stop. Oh no. Oh no. Doing a little jig. Doing a little jig.
They're all just getting down with it.
None of them look happy at all.
No.
It looks like they have a gun to their head and they're like,
Yeah, they're like, we thought we were coming for Sunday service.
They're stripping. All your robes. They switched it up. So
Christ.
shout out to them. They
killed it.
yeah.
Where did you find that?
Reddit,
Oh, I
probably.
have my ways. I have
just
my
look up
ways.
fucking granny
Expose
porn.
No,
That's
what
what
the
came up.
fuck? No.
No way.
No, it wouldn't be me.
Couldn't be.
So it was announced this week that NBC is pulling The Office off Netflix,
It's about fucking time.
and we've talked about
All
The Office
normies are
before.
angry.
Yeah. What's my personality now that The Office is off Netflix?
What will I possibly do with my time
Yeah.
except watch
Yeah.
The Office?
What will I quote constantly?
I don't know. I mean, this is for a lot of people out there. This is like a soul ripping
Oh, yeah.
type event,
They're gonna have to actually go and get the fucking DVDs
or watch
or just
another
pirate
show.
them. Or nah, I don't know if they could do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Nothing else other
Too
than The Office.
many good Michael Scott gifts to watch another show.
Too many good quotes from Michael
Yeah.
Scott to put on the
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. All the people that watch it are very unique. Don't you think?
Hmm?
Like
So
when you go on
unique.
Tinder and there's a girl that says looking for like the whatever to my Pam.
If you don't like The Office, I don't like you.
Yeah,
or
I
like,
don't like
don't
you.
swipe left.
Yeah. That's another one. Don't swipe left if you don't like The Office and dogs. Okay.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Fucking normies.
So dumb.
But apparently it was like NBC like paid Netflix like $5 million to like get out of the contract, and NBC
Really?
is making their own streaming service.
Really?
So that's
Oh,
where
so
it's
that's
going.
why.
I mean, if they really think people are gonna fucking sign up for The Office, like their stupid streaming service, they're like out of their mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
No. The Office though.
Bro, it was literally on iTunes $25 for the entire season like a couple weeks ago. For
Entire season or
no,
entire
the entire show.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, if you like the show
if
that
you just
much, just
yeah,
fucking do
just
that.
buy it.
Did you hear that they're getting rid of iTunes?
What do you mean?
That's what my dad was saying the other day.
I'm surprised. I thought iTunes was done. It was just Apple Music.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought too. I thought it was just Apple Music, but apparently
So they're no longer gonna allow you to buy music?
Well, I think it's just switching just to purely Apple Music, and they're just getting rid of iTunes.
Pure stream.
Oh, so they're just gonna no, that's what I'm asking. Is it purely streaming now, or can you buy the music
Probably,
still?
I believe it's streaming. I think it's just through that Apple Music. My
So
dad
you
told me
can't buy music anymore.
that. I mean, I don't know. We'd have to look it up. I haven't looked too much into it. But
I mean,
he just
that's
mentioned it the
interesting
other
because
day.
if that were true, then there would literally be no way to buy music ever.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
Just
know.
pirate everything. Just
Well,
pirate
there's
I
all.
did that, but it's so fucking.
Yeah,
It
pirating
comes
is.
clean.
Yeah, I mean, I used
It's
to do
no,
that.
it just takes so much time to
Yeah.
fucking find good rips of it, and
Yeah.
just like it's just not worth the effort.
Mhm.
So I mean, that's the good part with streaming, but
Rip iTunes.
I mean, streaming is just taking over. Fucking
Yeah, exactly.
everything,
Everything.
so
Yeah.
it's kind of unfortunate, but
Mhm.
yeah. So fucking wait for a deal in The Office and buy it that way.
Yeah. If you
But-
love the show so much.
It is funny seeing people like cry about it, like that it's leaving.
Go figure.
You're like, oh my god, how dare they, bro? Like literally 2 years ago, I could have called that like NBC was gonna rip that motherfucker off.
Plus,
Like everything is being ripped off Netflix.
yeah, exactly. They take like with Sunny being taken off like a little while ago.
Yeah, it's the studios, and they want their own service.
Right, exactly. So I mean, it makes sense, but it sucks.
I mean, it does suck, but
Yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, Netflix was ahead of the game where they went original content before.
right, yeah.
because they knew this shit was gonna happen. So.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So there was some goofs at the Democratic fucking debate.
Have a good political goof.
Yes. So this is this woman. So I don't know if you know, during these debates, whoever's on the end is like polling the lowest, and then whoever's in the middle is like polling the highest. So like this woman is like all the way on the end. So she's polling really low, and she's like an author.
Yeah.
And so this is what she said last night or 2 nights ago.
First call is to Prime Minister of New Zealand, who said that her goal is to make New Zealand the place where it's the best place in the world for a child to grow up. And I will tell her girlfriend you are so on, because the United States of America is going to be the best place in the world for a child to grow up.
You know, thank you. You guys were close with the short, at least it was shorter responses.
We'll talk more tonight about how we're going to beat Donald Trump. I have an idea about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not going to be beaten just by insider politics talk. He's not going to be beaten just by somebody who has plans. He's going to be beaten by somebody who has an idea what this man has done. This man has reached into the psyche of the American people, and he has harnessed fear for political purposes. So, Mr. President, if you're listening, I want you to hear me, please. You have harnessed fear for political purposes, and only love can cast that out. So sir, I have a feeling you know what you're doing. I'm going to harness love for political purposes. I will meet you on that field, and sir, love will win.
That's what I was thinking too. People like, she's like country. She's like country at some point, and then other times she's not. Well, when she was like, "and girlfriend," people were saying
sounds like a speech impediment. Almost.
People were saying she sounded like a drunk aunt. Like,
and
girlfriend, let me tell you something. We're gonna be the best country to
raise a child in.
But I love how she like expected like thunderous applause at that, and it was just.
I love that they
fucking
just
silent.
cut it off.
Yeah, the
like,
moderator's like,
next person.
Like, it was shorter response.
That shit was fucking funny. I mean, the other thing too that happened was like 2 of the candidates were like having a cock measuring contest because like the debate was in Miami, I think.
Oh, okay.
So obviously they're all trying to pander to that crowd.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like 2 of them are like speaking, like responding to the questions in Spanish.
Oh.
And it was like 2 of them would go like back and forth and be like, and one of the guys like fucking like messed it up. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Oh, you like messing up debates.
You makes you look so intelligent.
You like politicians now? I like them.
Politics are so fun.
Yeah, it's my favorite pastime.
I mean, the thing is, like, this is like entertaining. At least it's entertaining because, like,
no, it
the
is
amount
funny.
of goofs and shit are like crazy. All right, here's.
Necesitamos incluir cada persona en el éxito de esta economía. Pero si queremos hacer eso, necesitamos incluir cada persona en nuestra democracia. Cada votante.
This is the dude that is going to speak too. He's like, what the fuck? He just pulled out the Spanish card on me. His eyes kind of fucking with me.
Yeah, they freak me out.
¿Qué haría usted en el primer día si usted es presidente sobre esta realidad que está ocurriendo? What would you do, Congressman, day 1?
He's like, oh yeah, I got this.
Vamos a tratar cada persona con el respeto y dignidad como humanos. Me llamo Julián Castro.
Alright, you get the point. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
He looks like he's like a Spanish class student that like is prepping for like his final exam.
I love that
he's like looking and like waiting for like the fucking like answer the question.
I love that look of like the Corey guy, like when the first guy speaks Spanish, the Beto. Like, he's like, oh shit, we're speaking Spanish. Like, oh,
he's
fuck.
like, all right, game on.
Here we go. Yeah, I mean that was pretty funny, but I just hate the pandering. Yeah, that like the fact that they didn't learn that like the pandering doesn't really work. Like with Hillary,
right? Yeah.
Remember the classic line? Oh, you ever heard this game Pokemon Go? I'm just trying to figure out how to Pokemon Go to the polls.
Yeah,
shit was bad.
Yeah,
dude.
that was
like,
cringy.
I'm just
like
chilling.
whoever was
Here in
feeding
Cedar
that.
Rapids.
Yeah,
I'm chilling. out in Cedar Rapids. Like,
Wait, what was that?
It's just a fucking
That was
cringy
another
thing
like
of her.
cringy.
Like she's like
Like
this
video.
close to the fucking phone,
Mhm.
and she's
I'm
like
chilling.
out in Cedar
Yeah.
Rapids, and it's like just how
So
Did
badly.
funny.
you see when she went on Breakfast Club?
Oh my god, no!
Oh my god, that was fucking
Yeah.
legendary. You know it.
Yeah, no, I know. what
And
you're
they're
saying.
like, they ask her, they're like, "What's one thing you keep in your pocket when you're walking around?" And she's like, "Oh, hot sauce." And they're like, "You carry around hot sauce all the time." Like,
Yeah.
obviously, you realize why that's. It's a racial stereotype that black people carry around hot sauce.
Is it?
Yeah, or that they like really like hot sauce. So she goes, "Oh, I carry around hot sauce everywhere."
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I've never
it's
heard
fucked.
that.
They're
Like how
fucked.
badly like she and other politicians try to appeal to the youth.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
gain their votes.
Yeah, it's
just
fucking
cringy.
pretty bad. But
So cringy.
final goof of the night.
Let me laugh. Let me
This is EA fucking
Oh, I saw the thumbnail for this.
yeah.
video,
This is
yeah.
EA like they're in court of like some other country like
Yeah.
talking about the loot boxes.
Do you consider loot boxes to be an ethical feature of your games? Kerry?
Well, first, we don't call them loot boxes. I think that was
Whatever term you wish to apply to them, do you consider them ethical?
So what we look at as surprise mechanics. But I think it's important to look at this. So
Surprise,
if
all
you
your
go
money's
to-
gone.
If you go to I don't know what your version of Target is, but a store that sells a lot of toys, and you do a search for
Right, fuck
surprise
this one.
toys, what you'll find is that this is something people enjoy. They enjoy surprises, and so it's something that's been part of toys for years, whether it's Kinder
Surprise,
Eggs
you got
or
the same item you
Hatchimals
already
or
have.
LOL, surprise.
Oh.
We do think the way that we have implemented
Lol,
these
surprise,
kind of mechanics,
epic.
and FIFA, of course, is
favorite
our
kind of
big one, our FIFA
surprise.
Ultimate Team in our packs is actually quite ethical and quite fun, enjoyable to people.
Oh, fun.
Like
we-
FIFA.
That's
so
the first
fun.
thing I think of when I think of
Gambling
loot boxes.
Commission,
It's
the
fun.
Australian Gambling Commission, and many other
So
gambling
fun to
commissions.
They're
spend all my
enjoyable.
money.
Just watching
We
my
also
money go.
disagree that
Right.
there's
Bye
evidence
bye.
that shows it leads to gambling. Instead, we think it's like many other products that
Bro,
people
she's such
enjoy
a catty
in a very
bitch,
healthy
too. Yeah.
way,
Just wait.
and like the element of surprise.
Okay, so just to be absolutely clear, your loot boxes or surprise mechanics, you have no ethical qualms whatsoever with.
So I think you're recharacterizing my language. What I said is I think the way we've implemented our FIFA Ultimate Team packs is ethical.
Okay, other than FIFA and other games that you provide.
Why is she
you have-
specifically saying
are you
FIFA?
equally
Because that's
comfortable
probably one of their
with
biggest-
that?
For all
Oh,
of the
it
games we
is,
have
but
on the
she's not
market
saying
that
it's
have
not
a
ethical for all.
Yeah,
randomized
it's weird.
content mechanic, a surprise mechanic, a loot box. I have no qualms that
Surprise
they're
mechanic.
implemented in an unethical way.
Surprise mechanics. They're like
My
they saw-
favorite.
They saw one stream of like a fucking like streamer like freak the fuck out over getting something awesome. It's like people like surprises.
Yeah,
like,
it's
good
like-
fucking surprise. Not getting surprised by getting fucked in your ass by the
Yeah.
same item and losing all your fucking money.
They saw T Martin and Syndicate, and they're like, "Oh, look at how
Look how much fun.
look how much fun they're getting when they
They're-
get paid promotions."
They're like the toddlers that watch those videos and like, oh, so epic, dude! I'm gonna get a black market item.
Yeah, and then get
Bro,
fucking
these-
nothing.
These motherfuckers gotta
Yeah.
be making so much fucking money to fight this so hard.
That was in the EU,
bro,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, FIFA must
FIFA
be fucking. It
It's-
must
yeah,
be
even more
unimaginable
bullshit.
how much
Overwatch,
money.
too.
Well, no, how much money they're making.
Oh yeah.
The fact that they're fighting, no other company is fighting like.
yeah, any kind of
No one else is fighting loot
I
boxes
mean,
this hard.
bro, FIFA's been bad for a while. Like
Yeah.
this has been a long time coming. You know what I mean?
The Call of Duty franchise started with AW.
The problem is, and they didn't even touch on it. What they should do is say loot boxes are for 18 and up. The problem
Yeah.
Good
is
point.
You can't.
it's the fucking kids that are spending all this money on these fucking loot boxes that are rigged against you.
Yeah.
And there's no like EA doesn't show the fucking percentages like other companies have, and you get duplicates.
Well, the other thing
And-
as well is that even with like the 18, kids can still negate that. You know what I mean? With like,
Yeah.
just think about
But
like,
that would cover their ass legally.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But
that is true.
But if they do that would probably cut. I mean, only kids are
Yeah.
fucking buying FIFA Ultimate Team packs. Really,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
majority.
yeah,
They got mommy's credit card and they're fucking going ham.
yeah, exactly.
Bro, that woman was like such a catty bitch about it.
Yeah, she was.
She's
such
like,
a bitch.
well, we don't call them loot boxes.
Yeah,
Surprise
her face,
mechanics,
dude.
Like,
Yeah,
her face was like, what?
and he's like, so you're saying only FIFA is ethical and not the other games? She's like, well,
you're misinterpreting what I'm
no.
saying.
Yeah,
don't twist my
no.
words now.
You ever go into Target and see the
What-
Kinder eggs? Like, what
Whatever
the fuck
Target is for you people is. She goes, I don't know what Target is for you people, but
Yeah.
go into there. Someone with a lot of toys, like that comparison of like surprise mechanics
So
being
dumb.
somehow implemented into like society, and she's like, these things have been around for a long time. This
Yeah.
mechanic has been around for.
Yeah.
I go, go into the store, pick out a toy, and go up, and then they put it in a fucking like behind a drape, and something else just comes out. They just guess what the fuck they're
Or,
getting.
Well, the
or
only
you
thing
don't buy
I saw-
100 toys in Target and hope you get, one you want. Like, whereas with the packs, you're buying fucking God knows how many packs before you get what you really want.
The thing I can see in terms of the real world is like trading cards. That is the one thing I could kind of see
Yeah,
in that
that's a super
aspect
small
because
market.
no, I know, but I'm saying like think about like they
Yeah.
were pretty big when we were younger,
Mhm.
and
No,
that's a
that's
whole
fair.
surprise element as well because you're opening fucking, you know what I mean?
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
You get random cards. That's kind of the thing I was thinking she was talking about, which makes sense. But
I mean, that does,
I don't agree
that does
with their
make
bullshit
sense.
stuff, anyways.
It does
but-
make sense, but it also is like in some ways not. It's more accessible when
Yeah.
it's digitally,
right. No, I agree because then you have to go to a store to get,
And the issue, the other issue, and it's limited in stores too. They
Right,
don't
true.
have
Yeah, they don't have a-
fucking infinite packs
You
where
just
you can
keep-
just pop.
You just keep buying online.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know, like that.
Yeah, it's still shady as
EA,
fuck. Yeah.
bro, EA
They
is
can
just
suck
so
my
fucking.
fucking balls.
Yeah.
I wish that they get their fucking nuts chopped off when it comes to the loot boxes.
Oh
'Cause,
yeah.
like, bro, for them to be fighting this fucking
Dude,
hard,
EU, shout out to EU for fighting against
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, honestly.
but like,
America's not.
bro,
doing
they're
that, of course.
sending
No.
fucking, like, they're sending their fucking soldiers out there to fucking
American
go to
reps.
war for loot boxes.
Hit a war.
Yeah, they show fucking
Such
like,
a joke.
bulletproof
Fuck yeah,
vests.
dude.
Yeah, fuck EA.
All right, we'll get into our big topic for the week, Ocean City.
Ocean City.
She like Ocean Shitty.
So we were there for what, 5-6 days.
5 days, I think.
Pat was,
2 fucking days.
Pat was there for 2. But I mean, Sean and I have a funny story from before we even left. So
Yes,
we
yeah.
were going to Walmart to run some errands.
Right, we were getting stuff to get ready for the trip.
And I was like, "Oh, do we have a speaker?" And you
Well,
said,
yeah, I had mentioned something about the fact that I wanted to get a speaker for while we were down or something. And we were
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Kev was like, "Oh, well, let's go back and look and see what they have." So we're like looking at the all the different ones they have. I mean,
they're
had,
like in the gates too.
yeah, so we couldn't like grab one and just fucking
And go.
But yeah, so like we get this guy to come over and he's like,
Mhm.
we're trying to just like see prices of different ones and,
Because
like,
the
just seeing-
prices weren't fucking out. Like,
yeah,
it
like
was
they
so
didn't match
dumb.
to like anything. Like I was trying to look and see like which ones like had matched the
Descriptions,
description.
It didn't nothing match.
Yeah, it was
Nothing.
ridiculous.
Like
And
Walmart.
so this dude's like trying to scan this JBL one that we were looking at.
Yeah, so we get him to pull this. It's like $30.
Right. And so but the problem was when he was trying to scan it, there's like 3 barcode scanners on it. So
He wouldn't
had to,
scan it.
basically he had to cover his finger over 2 of them and then the third one like would
it would
be
scan it
available.
and the price would show up. And we
Right.
should also mention too.
Hate you.
Yeah, fuck you. We should also mention too when you went in, you were returning oil
Yeah.
and you got a gift card because you didn't have your receipt.
Right. So they gave me store credit.
And so we get some shit. We're going. We're checking out.
And we got the speaker. We got that
we got
JBL.
we got the speaker.
Mhm.
And so I'm just waiting for this man to.
Yeah, because I'm paying.
You're
for all my
paying,
stuff.
yeah. And so, so it's ringing up, and I see on the screen it says like $9.
Yeah. So no. So it was. I think the grand total was $17 or $18. Something like
hold
that.
on. Yeah. So I see $9, and I was thinking, I was like, how much was on that fucking gift card?
Yeah.
Because if it turned out to be $9, like I was
Yeah.
like, that's what I was thinking.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, so it was like $18 or something like that, and then like right then and there, I knew because I knew the amount
I knew
of
we were
stuff I
getting
got.
away with murder.
The amount of stuff we got was definitely more than that because the speaker was $30 alone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she didn't scan it, but I'm like, I'm not gonna question it.
Yeah.
She
And
was very
so-
Walmart. We should mention the lady was very Walmart like too.
Yeah,
And
I mean, it's
you know,
Walmart. Yeah, I
you
mean-
know what that means.
But But yeah, so I had like that gift card, so I used it, and then the total that I had charged on my card was like $9.
Yeah, I was
And-
like, I just kind of shoot it. I was like $9. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder how much was on that gift card. Like, I guess it was more than what I thought.
Yeah.
And then we kind of just walk out.
And like while we were walking out, I was like, in my head, I was like, if this fucking thing goes off, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Yeah,
the
alarm.
Mhm.
And then like as soon as we walked outside, I was like, I got
Well, you
something.
said to me, no, you said to me before we were even out of the store, you're like, I got something funny to tell you.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
we get to the car, and I'm like, yeah, so that speaker, we just got that for free.
Well, you showed me the receipt, and you're like,
Yeah, I was like,
"Missing
see
anything?"
anything missing on
Yeah.
the receipt? Yeah.
That's awesome though.
Yeah,
it was
we
sick. And that speaker
fucking
was
finesse
dope.
that shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was JBL.
Yeah, it was nice.
And I joked, I was like, should we go back and try to like finesse the big
the better,
Sony?
the better quality.
Yeah, we honestly like
The problem was though, like we were saying, like the
it has to have the 3 barcodes.
and it has to be like we have to get a bunch.
You
of
have to
shit.
buy other
Yeah.
shit too to make it seem like when we talk about how we're scamming.
what the fuck?
We
Scam artists.
Scamming. So we drive down around 1 or so of that
Yeah.
day. It was that last Thursday.
Yeah.
So we get down. What time did we get down?
We
6, 7-ish.
Yeah, we got down. Yeah, it was like 5, I think. And then
Yeah.
we went to
We went to the
We went
outlets.
to the outlets that were like half an hour away.
Got
in,
some
Bethany.
Sperry's.
Got some Sperry's. Got some nice Sperry's.
Yeah. So
Did a little shopping.
White boy shoes.
A little shopping.
Some vineyard vines.
No, not Vineyard Vines.
and you got epic troll come by like somebody on the road when we were coming back.
Oh yeah, so I was fucking driving back with Kev, and this fucking dude. I was going probably like it's really weird in that section from like Bethany to OC because it's like the speed limit goes from like what was it, like 60 to like 30
Yeah.
to 60 to 30. So it
We
keeps,
were
like,
in
going,
we were in like Rehoboth area.
right, and it's like it's all this area, so it's like some of it's like cities and stuff, so they like slow it down a lot. And so I was going like I think 65 or something in the fast zone, and
This dude goes to pass, and I saw him like throw up his hand. He's like,
yeah,
Yeah,
and
he
I'm
does,
like,
like, one of
I'm like,
those.
what the fuck? And
Yeah.
so he like, of course, gets right in front of me, and then is just driving like slow as fuck. And then on top of that, like as soon as I tried to go around, he like speeds up like a
Yeah.
bunch.
Getting trolled on the road.
It
and
was
then
fucking
he finds a
ridiculous.
car on the other side and goes the same pace, so we can't pass.
Yeah,
but I
he's
mean,
being such a
what a
like
fucking
imagine being
douche.
that like dummy
Petty.
mad about
yeah,
it.
exactly. I was just
Super
staring
petty.
down his fucking his mirror, his rear view. Like
Fucking
motherfucker,
your eyes in the fucking rear view.
motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I was pissed.
Saw
him
your
off.
stony eyes.
Yeah.
And we got Big Pecker's dinner. We had
Yeah.
the rocking seats. That was pretty dope.
Yeah,
And then this man
good
gets
restaurant.
down.
Mhm.
At
Around,
Down
11,
11
yeah.
almost.
yeah. So we had already been drinking.
Yeah,
Right, so that was Thursday. I got off at 5, went to a doctor's appointment, and then drove down. Fucking, it really wasn't that bad of a drive at all. It was
no,
like
OC
a little,
drives nice.
yeah, it was a little under 3 hours.
Well, yeah, when you go after the fucking
The
Rush
traffic,
hour,
yeah.
time.
So I get there, and then I pull up, some goofing, some gaffins going on.
Well, we'd been drinking, and
Yeah.
I made these like we had the sweet
Oh.
and sour mix, dude.
That
It was so
gross,
it
bro.
was so sweet.
Yeah,
I think the
it
thing
was,
is we
no,
had
it
to
was sour.
We had to like shake it up as well, and like because I think there was some stuff that we
I
did.
mean, I fucking stirred that motherfucker. But this was like the most sour whiskey sours ever,
yeah,
and I had 2 of them, and like I was like feeling it. I was like, oh my god.
yeah, we were both pretty fucked.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely got fucked, but I was saying like my stomach was not feeling well after that.
Yeah, I had like a whiskey and
Oh.
ginger ale, I think.
Yeah, and then we went to Turtle,
Yeah, we went to
The
Green
first
Turtle
green
down there.
turtle that was ever made
Yeah.
in
Yes,
Ocean City.
down in
Shout
Ocean
out.
City, yeah.
and after we got our drinks at the bar, you like ran out or something.
I went out to smoke my e-cig outside.
Okay, yeah, and like also the bouncer too is being like
Bouncer
the
can suck
biggest
my
Yeah,
fucking
cuckold.
dick. If you're Ocean City bouncer,
questioned-
fuck you.
He questioned pretty much all of our fucking IDs.
Yeah.
even though we
Well, he
all
was like
looked
he was like
fucking
bending them.
bending
21.
he was like bending the tips.
Yeah,
and
I thought he was
shit,
gonna
and I was
break
like,
my fucking
I was like,
ID.
this isn't fucking senior
bouncers.
week,
Bouncers
dude.
do that. Like they just bend your fucking
Suck
shit
my
up.
dick.
But like after we got our drinks, I was like, bro, my stomach, the fucking whiskey sours, like were getting me,
yeah,
and I
you didn't
went,
use that fucking mix the rest of the time. While we were down
No,
there. Yeah.
no,
Fuck
I was
no.
fucked
Yeah.
on that. So I just go and fucking yak because I was like, I gotta get
Oh,
this shit
did
out.
you?
Yeah, no,
I
I
didn't
did.
know
I
that.
told
Yeah,
Mr.
he
Fish
told
that.
me.
That's so funny. I
But
didn't
yeah,
know
I
that.
did yak.
Yeah,
Right after we got our
You
drinks.
yacked. You like when you
quick.
yacked.
It
Yeah, I was
was
about
a
to say
quick
you didn't-
yak. Ew, dude, that nasty like.
Bro,
as
I
it's
just
called
had to get that
hot
shit
and
out.
sour.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
didn't make it obvious, so
I just had to get that shit out,
just
dude.
pale as a ghost.
No,
I didn't
when
even
you
notice
when I
that.
came out, you asked me. I was like, "Oh, you got allergies?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck." dude.
That's so funny.
Because you were like this. You're like,
Yeah.
I was like, bro, what? Like your allergies bothering you? You're like, yeah.
What a shock! I never drank that fucking Nix for the rest of the
No,
time.
it couldn't
what a
be you.
shock.
That was the worst whiskey sour I've ever had.
Ugh,
But
gross.
yeah, so we get back. A little smoking fronking is happening between these birds.
Yes.
Yeah. Smoking
yes.
fronking.
Smoking.
No
Yeah.
fronking.
No fronking.
Some
happened.
fronking smoking.
In the shed, maybe.
In the sh-
We were
Fucking
joking.
small
This
hut of
fucking shed. It's like
It's
small
super,
as
yeah, it's
fuck.
extremely small. It's like probably like 2 cubic feet, like big.
And it's
And-
like it's all metal, and
Yeah.
it's so fucking hot.
And especially,
man.
yeah, when we were down there, we had super nice weather, but it was like just so fucking hot, dude, every single day.
And we were joking because we were saying there's no room in the fucking. We were in like a mobile home.
Yeah.
We were saying
Yeah.
there was like no room for some fucking.
If
And
we
we're-
do it in the
like,
shed.
we're,
We
like, swing
joked.
some chicks.
We were like, oh, we'll do it in the shed. Shed,
Oh.
shed,
Shed
10
like 10
pounds of
pounds,
weight.
yeah.
Just sweating
Body
our asses
sweat,
off.
yeah.
Like, God, that'd be so gross.
Bro, you'd be dead in like an hour if you were
Oh,
locked
probably
in
less
there.
than that.
Fucking nasty.
Yeah.
I gotta say, overall, the best drink I had when we were down there was definitely the Blue Lagoon. Like,
Yeah,
that
we'll
shit-
we'll get to that
definitely,
day.
yeah.
That
but
shit was good as
what
fuck.
when we
Agreed.
get back, we just kept drinking.
And then the door. Yeah, that
Bro,
was the
this
next thing.
fucking.
Nitty.
I mean, you were high as shit.
I was
and-
yeah, I was pretty high. I was pretty
And
fucking drunk as well.
Yeah, I was drunk as fuck, and so I'm in
Like-
bed. I'm in a bunk bed.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm in the top bunk,
Yeah.
and Mr. Fish is sleeping on the bottom bunk, and Sean's like fucking. I'm like in my fucking blanket. Sean's just like coming up to my face,
Yeah,
like.
Pat's in the bathroom, which is
Yeah, I was
like right down the
brushing my
hall.
teeth.
Yeah.
And I'm just fucking with Kevin. I'm like,
Sean's like, you going to bed? You
like,
going
you
to
going to
bed?
sleep? You going to sleep?
I'm just chilling with my fucking.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
And then so Sean's like at the door, and I just had this idea. I was like, let's scare Pat.
Yeah.
This man in the fucking instant, like Sean,
Just hides behind the fucking
he
door.
just goes right behind the door,
Yeah.
like so fucking quick. I like no processing time.
No, not at all.
You were just went for
Yeah, I
it.
was about to
Command
say.
received.
Yeah.
Just goes-
That was so, bro. I don't know how I like held myself from laughing because I was like seeing Sean like fucked out of his mind and trying to like stay still and
Yeah.
quiet behind this door. Like I don't know how I didn't
And
just burst out.
And while I was standing there, I was just like looking to Kev, and I was just like laughing. I was like, I'm so fucked up right now.
Yeah, that's right. He said that. He like looks over and he's like, "I'm so fucked up right now," while he's behind the door. And so Pat comes out of the bathroom and it's like silent. It's like
it was fucking
because
silent.
this man, your ears were fucking up.
Yeah.
You knew
something
something
was
was
going
up.
I was like,
Yeah.
I go looking around. I look in the kitchen. I look in like I look in your bedroom. I'm like, I look outside in the gazebo. I'm like, where the fuck is Sean?
Did you really look in that many places?
I did, bro. I looked in the kitchen, the gazebo, and Sean's
Like
room
the
because
gazebo.
I didn't fucking hear him.
Because the
Shut the
Florida
fuck.
room.
Florida
The
room.
Florida room,
Yeah.
whatever. Suck my ass. So I go in and I'm like, what did I say to you, Kev? I was like, it said something fucking stupid as shit.
I think you asked me where Sean was.
I was like, you like when Sean hides from me?
No. You said something like, "Where the fuck's Sean?" And you walked in, and as
Sean just
And then what did I say?
you closed the door, and you're like, "The fitness pacergram."
Oh yeah,
So-
and I was like the fitness gram pacer test.
yeah.
as soon as I walk in the door, the here's me right behind me. The fitness gram pacer. That scared the fuck out of me. You said it like loud and boldly. Too.
Yeah, and I closed the door too, so it was like super dark in the room all of a sudden.
That was the funniest fucking thing.
God.
Like
That was
I
so
maybe of
funny,
the whole
dude.
trip, just because how fucked we were all
Oh yeah,
were.
no. I
It was
first
just
night.
like it was a great first night, but
Yeah.
I don't remember anything else happening that night.
No, I think
that was
pretty
about
much,
it.
Pretty
Yeah,
much
and then the next night, should we say their names? That came
If
If
they're
they're
down with
buddies,
us?
then yeah. If
Yeah,
they're
I
who
mean,
went
they're-
with us, then yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be pissed if I have to fucking cut out their names. Nothing bad happened.
no,
Yeah.
no.
'em.
So
We'll just say it. We'll just say Neff and Blau.
yeah, so they're coming down.
Yes, they're
And-
two. I went down with them like the past couple of years with my parents, and
Yeah, no
we
one
always had a
cares.
really good time. So they were coming down this time, and then these two had never been down, so that's kind of the point as well. But yeah, good.
So they like didn't even fucking tell us when they were coming down. So it was like a
Yeah.
mystery.
Yeah, exactly. I was just chilling. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah,
Like we were like,
what did we do? We just
you and
went,
I
we
went-
got breakfast.
Got breakfast.
yeah, we went to
and-
Happy
Boardwalk.
Jack's, and then we went
Yeah,
to the
we
boardwalk, and you got your
Yeah, Happy
piercings.
Jacks, and then the boardwalk. I got pierced up, and then we came back.
We
and I
waited
took a
like
nap.
5 years for your fucking.
Yeah, we had to wait
piercing.
like 2
Yeah.
hours.
It was not fucking 2 hours.
That girl we
We
were
had to
talking
wait-
to is pretty hot.
Oh yeah,
It was probably like an hour and a half.
yeah, suck my ass.
Took me.
Suck my ass.
Yeah, we had to double down on the parking fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking. And then the
fucking
fact that you
dude.
said you saw some chicks get out, and the
Yeah.
guy didn't even go up and like tell them.
Yeah, that was some shit. So we were parking in this lot, and right when we get out of the car, this fucking man is like,
This alpha Chad.
it's like, yeah, bro, he literally was an alpha
Yeah.
Chad. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? And like, he's like, how long you be here? And he's like, oh, I can do that for 5. And
It was
then
like- we were like, yeah, we probably need like an hour. or
and
so.
we were just chilling by the parking lot because we didn't want to get fucking towed.
Yeah.
And these like 4 girls just roll up and they get out and they're just going to the boardwalk and Alpha Chad's just sitting in his fucking chair just jerking off.
Just fucking like Tom and Jerry, the big hard eyes, just fucking like, staring at
And I was
him.
like, all right, dude.
Yeah. I was
But
like, go figure.
so
And we waited for my piercing, and then we got that. I went back and napped.
Yeah. And
yeah,
then-
that's right.
They
You
arrived
were
while they were-
night.
yeah,
and then
I was
we
asleep.
were walking around the
Yeah,
neighborhood.
we went to the bay and
Take a
Mhm.
little
Got
stroll
that
now,
Insta-
do you?
That Insta pic.
yeah.
You like
And-
Insta pics, do
Like
you?
Insta pics.
So Neff and Blau get there and they're like, "Where's Mr. Fish?"
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he's sleeping.
It was
You slept
slow.
for like the first hour of them being there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I slept. I don't even know how long I slept.
I
Probably
slept
like,
for a couple hours.
yeah, like 3. I needed it really bad.
Yeah.
What did we do that night?
We went to Fishtails.
Oh, that's
we
right.
got
We
the
did go to
salmon.
Fishtails.
Yeah, so we go to Fishtails. Trying to think. We waited for like an hour. It wasn't like
They
too
said
bad.
like
yeah.
an hour and a half.
Well,
to
you
2
forgot
hours.
your fucking ID.
Yeah, so
I thought my wallet was in my car. I drive us. Forgot my fucking IDs at home. But we had like an hour or so wait, so
Yeah,
that was
so
So you
perfect.
just ran back.
So I like just
Keep in mind,
whipped right back.
Keep in mind, Fishtails is on 23rd, and the place we were staying was on 130th.
It's really on 23rd.
Yeah,
It didn't like the drive to and from like when it was like not super busy on the
Yeah.
road, which it always is. But
if you
like,
can get good
Yeah.
lights as well, because
Yeah.
like
You
especially
stroll
those like
through.
4 in a row. Like if you can
Mhm.
get past
Yeah.
all of those with green, then you're chilling.
yeah, and like as long as I notice like if you don't pay attention to like the signage for like a long time, then like it feels like it goes quicker then.
Yeah, I like driving down Coastal
Yeah.
Highway. Honestly,
Yeah, I
I
really
mean,
enjoyed it.
Fishtails was nice though. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was like right on the bay.
yeah,
Really cool atmosphere.
And like we were there during sunset too, and that was fucking dope.
yeah.
I
And we
love
had
going there
we had the thing
sunset.
in the sand as well. We were
Yeah,
in
we
the
were
sand.
sitting in the sand, but
Dang.
yeah, I mean, we were getting these fucking drinks. These like
Blue Lagoon.
I got like a tropical like rum drink at first. Like both Neff and I got that, and we was like, it was all right. And then Neff got like a Blue Lagoon. And he was like, all right, like fucking taste this shit.
fucking
And
delicious,
it was
Yeah.
dude.
fire. I think it was like Malibu.
I'm gonna look up the menu
Vodka.
and
Coconut
like probably
Malibu
make it
rum,
at some
yeah.
point. 'Cause that shit was so
It was
fucking
something
fire.
called cream of coconut, which I saw
Yeah.
her squirt out. It was just like a little squirt of nut from like this like milky looking container,
Yeah.
and like poured that out on the ice, and then the blue Caraco coconut rum, and then something else. Maybe
Yeah.
triple sec
Yeah.
or something. But it was fucking delicious.
And it was
Yeah.
like a $10 minimum every time you went to the bar too to fucking. Yeah, you didn't
Yeah,
notice that?
yeah,
So
it was
we would
$10,
have to
so
like
you had to,
double
like-
up and get our drinks
mhm.
together. So we were just swapping our Venmo cum just back and forth
Pretty much, yeah.
like the entire time.
That was good. The Venmo came in handy there.
Yeah,
Oh,
Venmo's
yeah.
great.
No, yeah, it was. But yeah, we ate and like Neff and I go to the fucking bathroom, and he's like at the urinal and I got the
Fuck
the
this
fucking
guy.
stall. Yeah, this fucking dude. And he comes in the bathroom. I hear this dude coming in the bathroom. He's like, "Hurry the fuck up!" Just comes in, just screaming.
Ultimate Chad.
He's like, "It doesn't take that long to piss now, does it?" And like, I'm like, "What the fuck?" And so I get out, and I'm like washing my hands, and I like put my hair up, you know, making sure I'm looking fuckable. and this dude, the same guy is like, "Oh, how's your hair looking, dude?" And I'm like, I was like, "Pretty good. How's yours looking?" And he was like fucking balding. He was like, "Oh, not that good." I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. And then we came out and Neff was like, "Yeah, I told you guys." And Neff was like, "Oh yeah, that was the dude that was fucking screaming when he came in about how people need to hurry up pissing."
Suck my
Such a
fucking
douchebag.
ass.
I mean, he was in a Giants jersey, so he's literally the biggest fucking cuck ever.
Imagine.
But,
Love from New York.
yeah, from New York, and where we piss in each other's mouths.
Yeah, it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Forget about it.
Hurry up, just piss in my throat, you know? You don't need urinals when you got my gullet.
Like pissing in your gullet.
That was about the only thing that really happened at Fishtails, though.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, we
we-
were fucked when we got back, so.
Yeah.
Was that Nitty Night? That was Nitty Night. Oh yeah, baby.
Good old nitty.
Oh
night.
my god. Are we sure that was that night? I think
Yeah,
I
it
know
was.
it
definitely
was,
was.
So we get back from Fishtails and we're just chilling in the Florida room.
Mm.
Like your mom gets back because they went out as well.
Yeah, they
your
went to a
parents.
restaurant. Yeah.
And she like hugs me because she's like fucked up and she's like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah, your mom was super chill.
Yeah.
She's like, "What's
and
up?"
she just
Gave her a
goes
high
right
five.
and she just goes right to bed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She goes
And
and
just
sleeps.
out. So yeah, your dad, he's chilling with us. It's cool. Or your dad.
Yeah.
Your dad.
Yeah.
Your dad.
Flip it around.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was
Reverse.
looking at
Yeah,
you.
what the
I
fuck?
just-
I just want to stare in my eyes. Happy Pride Month.
yeah, we only got a couple more days. So.
Yeah, so
Right.
gotta get
And
it
by
in.
that I mean one.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry to break the news to you. There's only one more day
Pride
in
Month.
Pride Month.
Pride Month. It's every month
Sad.
of the year. It's Pride Month.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
is it
It's
though?
only June.
Is it? Back on topic. Your dad, he's chilling with us. It's cool.
Yeah.
He's the party man.
Yeah.
And
Hawaiian shirt unbuttoned to a comfortable level.
yeah, and so Neff and Eric were like going to bed.
Yeah.
Inside.
Yeah, and they
And,
were like
like-
sleeping in like the living room.
Yeah,
on
and
the
so
couch and the air mattress.
you were out.
Yeah,
and-
I was sitting outside just like drinking. I don't even remember what I was doing.
You're just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I go in with Eric and Neff. I'm like talking. You were in there too.
Mhm.
Yeah, all four of you.
I was on
And-
my phone, so I didn't see it.
And Nitty comes up to like the counter, like the bar counter, and just like unbuckles his pants and just like unzips.
Didn't he hit
and
the
then
thing
just-
before that?
Just takes his cock.
no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No, he doesn't. He didn't take his cock out.
As far as you know.
But it was just funny because I was like, whoa,
Whoa.
it was a shock,
I'm
epic
about
shot.
to dick you down.
And
Right.
Sean, you can tell the other thing.
Hmm. Yeah, so I came back in. I came back in from like being outside to get like another beer or something, and I was just like, just walking around the kitchen, just like getting whatever and just making sure he was okay. And then he like hit. I don't even know how it happened. Like I didn't even really.
He
see
was
it.
he was walking and he hit the trash can because the
Like
trash
the
can
corner.
kinda
Yeah, because like
That's
there's
like a
the
wooden
corner.
fucking trash.
yeah,
can.
it's an old ass trash can. Most of the shit in like,
it's
this mobile
glued to
home.
the fucking floor.
Most of the stuff in this mobile home is from like the fucking 50s. So like
Spikes on every angle.
yeah, so like this fucking trash can has like a serrated corner basically. So my dad like, I mean he has 2 replaced hips. So
Yeah,
like he
so it's
fucking he
understandable.
hits this like edge of the fucking trash can and he like I don't even
Fucks
know how to
his
like
shit up.
imitate like the sound.
Oh, you
Do it,
know,
do it, do it.
you know. I'm not doing it. You do it.
It's like oh right.
Yeah, he held it for a while.
Yeah, I was about to say
because like I was getting concerned. I was like, "Are we gonna have to go to the fucking
yeah,
hospital?"
because Kev was sitting in like a chair that was like
Right next to
basically
him.
right next to him.
Yeah,
and I
no.
was like standing right next to my dad. I was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, right when you said, "Are you okay?" You like snapped out.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I'm fine."
"Yeah."
And I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
my man.
I was like, all right.
But it was
like
funny.
It fucking hurt.
It was funny because he'd always say, "Oh, I'm getting up early to go fishing," and then he would like never go until the last
Every
day.
night he said it. Don't be making too much noise in the morning, guys.
I'll be up at 6
I'll
a.m.
be up 6 a.m. sharp, going to catch some big mouse. We're doing this. Just wake up at 9. He like just comes out of his room. He's like, "Hey, you boys want some breakfast?" I'm like,
Yeah.
like never fucking went.
The, what was I gonna say? I don't even remember.
Forget about it.
Forget about
I mean,
it.
that was a fucking great night.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
fun.
fun.
That was really good. But the next day, Saturday,
Mhm.
we went to Bayside Skillet. That was the
Yeah, for breakfast.
Tasty
yeah.
as fuck. Dude, yeah.
what else did we do that day? Did we
Went
go
to
to
the
the
We
beach?
went to the beach right after
Did we?
that. Yeah.
No,
No, you guys went to Ron John to get your Yeti cups.
Yep.
that's right.
I had,
and
I
then
had
we
mine,
did go to
but
the
you
beach.
4 had to get one.
Yeah, so this started the fucking day drink extravaganza, and this was a fucking holy
Yeah,
shit.
this drained both of us, probably all 3 of us for
Yeah.
like, I mean,
I mean, we did it for
I
every
got
Yeah,
so
every
sleepy,
day.
but I drank like an energy drink, which I never do, and it still like woke me up. Neff and fucking Blau were the schlumpmen.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we were
that-
we were
yeah.
on the beach, and I mean, we had our Yeti cups, so we were fucking
Just going in.
we were going in. Yeah, bless
Excuse
you,
me.
dumbass.
Pride month.
love you too.
And we were just going in.
Mhm.
I mean, we were getting pretty fucking drunk.
Yeah,
on the
we
beach.
brought a lot of stuff down there, and I
Yeah.
mean, we were just going through like pretty much the majority of what we
Yeah.
brought.
And was that when we went to the boardwalk the first time,
Yeah, that was the.
or was it this? Was it Sunday?
no, we went. To the,
went Saturday night.
yeah, to the boardwalk.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was the Gratiella night.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So
She was gorgeous.
yeah. So we were just day drinking
Yeah.
at the beach,
Yeah, we didn't really do much. Just listen to music on the
couldn't
beach.
piss in the ocean, so we had to fucking go in like a 21st century
Yeah, it was like some realty office. I'm like, hey, we're members here. I forgot my
Shout out
key
to her.
upstairs.
She's,
Yeah,
like,
that was
so
awesome. Like,
and
front
she
desk
did
lady.
it like past that. Like you left on Sunday, but like
You
every
did it
other
again?
day. Oh, I went every day. Yeah.
Oh, hell
Wait,
yeah.
wait till you hear where we went the one day.
Oh yeah, bro. We found the golden spot.
Oh, no,
So
tell me.
we'll get there.
We'll get to it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I can't piss in the ocean for some fucking reason. It's like a mental block.
It happens. I mean,
I don't-
I understand.
I was trying.
Yeah,
like,
you were,
I'd
I
get
was
in the
out with you
ocean,
the
I
one
was
time,
like-
and you were like definitely trying.
And they're like, I'm like trying to be peaceful, and like Sean's like saying some stupid shit. I'm like, you gotta like be quiet. I can't fucking.
I did give you fucking space to do
I
it.
can't pee when you dirty birds are
I
like,
wasn't even fucking
worm
there.
tonguing in my ear.
Nah.
Worm tonguing.
tonguing.
Oh, no.
So yeah, we basically get fucked up, bro. When we came back after the beach, that was another time where that was fucking. I remember just being on the floor, just like rolling in like laughter, because like I'm trying to think what it was we were laughing at.
The dumbest shit, I'm sure.
The
dumbest
Something
fucking
like,
shit.
dude, something sent me on the fucking floor.
Was I there that day?
Yeah, no, it was that Saturday, I think.
I don't even remember. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I mean, we were peak fucked at this point.
Yeah, that's
so-
what I'm saying. I don't. That's
We're
what we need to
funky.
do next time. Honestly, is just get like energy drinks.
I'm not
Just-
doing that. So
You like energy
you all can
drinks?
drink that fucking garbage.
Kevin's like, I'm wholesome, holistic, and
You like
swole.
energy drinks?
I really
if you're a
don't.
gamer. No,
Like
I
G
was
Fuel.
fine. Like I was.
Well,
It's not like I was
towards
slumped.
the end. I was
getting-
pretty slumped.
Who you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm saying it towards the end of
Oh,
the week.
at
yeah.
at night. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
saying, but like I was able to go the entire day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were fucking
Yeah.
on
we were-
that Monday night. It was GG.
Yeah.
But-
GG.
Yeah, so we were laughing about the fucking. I'm pretty sure I took some videos on my story of like. I hope I saved them, but
Dumbest shit. I
yeah. So
guess,
we
sure.
go to the fucking boardwalk.
Yeah.
Neff was hitting the pen.
Yes. Yeah. While we were at the beach, this man was like asking because I brought my pen with me, and he's like, "Oh, like, can I hit it?" Because like Neff has his own, but he didn't have it with him, so he was just hitting mine. And I was like, "Oh yeah, like 10 seconds is like the max, and like whatever." And he was like, "I'm gonna hold it for 10 seconds." So like he did.
Fucking idiot. That's such
And
a
he had been
Neff thing to
drinking
do.
too. And he was like, dude, I underestimated it. Like he was like,
He knew
was
he's
so
fucked right away.
fucked. Dude,
So
on the drive to the boardwalk.
Yeah, I was just.
He
about
was
to bring that
asleep.
up. He
He
was
was-
literally sleeping it off.
Yeah, Blau took a picture of
Yeah,
him
that
and
was
you
good.
in the back,
That
and
was
he's just
good.
completely knocked
He
out.
was, dude. He was night.
Yeah, because I was.
We would remember what we were screaming out the window. So on our way down to the boardwalk, we would like. You had the window seat, and Pat and I would scream out. We'd roll the window down when somebody was like had their window down. We'd just be like, "Happy Pride Month!"
Yeah, and like it's just not even like being like offensive, just like screaming at like the younger people. I screamed at a few old people, and they looked at me like the
They
devil.
wanted to kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that was
That's why I was
funny as
like.
shit.
See, I mean,
like,
we were screaming because it's just like funny to see people's like reaction.
Yeah.
and just like
Some people were like, "Yeah."
I told you, I was like, only do the young people,
Yeah.
and you
did like every
you
person
screamed
I saw.
at like this black guy, and he like looked like he was literally about to like come and like fuck you up,
Yeah,
and
I
like
was like,
he was in
injure
another
shit.
car.
I was like, let's shut
No,
the
he was
fuck
walking
up.
across the street.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and
Oh,
you're
I
like,
remember that
Happy
one, yeah,
Pride
yeah.
Month, and he's like,
Yeah, the guy
What
had
the
like
fuck?
his shirt like half
It's-
on. He was like on the phone. He was like giving me like
Yeah.
the dirtiest look.
I mean, the funny thing with that yelling that at guys is like guys will get all like, "Oh, I'm not gay. I'm not
fuck?
fucking
Yeah,
gay."
super hyper masculine.
You get a whole
Yeah,
month?
that's
Like-
like another reason why we wanted to do it.
Yeah,
But like we would yell at, like some like chicks or whatever, and they would be like cool with that,
Yeah.
cool with it. But
But he was still asleep when we were doing
yeah,
that.
yeah, he was. I mean,
Yeah, he was
nothing was
knocked
waking
out.
that man up.
he finally got up once we got to the boardwalk.
I
but-
I don't know how.
Yeah.
I would just slept in the car and died.
We need to get that man like a scooter or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
So we go to Dough Roller,
Mhm.
and
This was
we
good.
also didn't mention at Fishtails. You brought up the pegging thing with our waitress again.
Yes, yeah.
That
and
one
she-
wasn't super interesting though.
and
like,
she
that
thought it
reaction.
was.
She was very mature.
Yeah,
with
she
it.
thought it was.
You know, hers was good. Gratiella's wasn't very interesting.
Well, Graziella
right.
also had no fucking concept of what it was.
Gratiella is a queen. Okay.
No, the Fishtails waitress was like basically saying if it spices up your marriage and you've
Yeah,
been
like, if
together
you've
for a
been-
long
yeah.
time, then.
Mm. Then go for it.
Yeah, I
And
was saying,
meanwhile,
like,
we're
very
the-
mature
circumstantial,
answer.
And
yeah.
we're just like fucking around. She's like giving us like the most mature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
she's
just
like
like,
one professor on
I'm
our
just like,
ass.
no, no, no.
I'm just brain dead. Like,
And
listen.
so, yeah, we were at the Dough Roller, and we had this really cute waitress, and she went by like Grace,
Grace.
Yeah,
and then we were like talking to her, Like, I think Eric was the one that asked her, like, you're not from here, are you? And she's like, no. Like, she wouldn't tell us where she was
Yeah, she
from.
was like,
she had us guess it.
Yeah.
I
It was
thought
what,
Ukraine.
Bulgaria, right?
Yeah, I said Ukraine. She's like, do I look Ukrainian?
Yeah, she was so offended by that.
I was like, she wasn't even offended. She was like, do I look Ukrainian? I was like, I can't really say.
She was telling us about all the war conflict. And
Yeah, it was like the whole like fucking like history of like the.
She's like, oh, the Turkish people hate the fucking Ukrainians. It's like
the Ukrainians hit the Russians and like
Yeah.
just going back
Yeah.
and forth. I was like, damn. Well, glad
I mean,
you're
that
here.
was fucking funny. And so, I mean, she was really nice, and
Yeah.
she told us like her name was Graziella, and we were like, well, why don't you go by that name? She's like, oh, people think it's weird, and she was like, watch, I'm gonna go tell it to another table, and like they were fine with
Yeah, I
it.
was about to
so-
say they didn't care.
Yeah,
She was awesome though. I
no,
really
she
like
was awesome.
Graziella as well. I do like that name. I had no issue with that.
no,
name.
it's a pretty name, but and then to Mr. Fish,
Get to the end of the meal.
get
what
to the end of
comes
the
up?
meal, pegging.
The
So-
only thing that we can fucking like claim to our name.
Yeah, and
He
so
invented peg.
we need like merch with just like peg just on it,
Jesus Christ.
and
strap on.
and so I told you, I was like, there's no way she knows what it is.
Yeah, I was like, I knew you're right because she
Yeah.
was foreign,
And
I'm
so
not
we
saying-
asked her.
Yeah,
She comes back. We were like, "Do you know what pegging is?" And she's like, "No." Well, she's not really. She had really good English, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah, I
but
was
she
about
did
to
have
say.
like a.
I don't know why I went no.
No,
No,
I no. No, but she's like, no, like, what is that? And we're like, well, we just go into it.
Well, here's a lesson
Yeah.
on trickery.
Or
This is
I was
only
like-
the 12th time we've heard this fucking.
Yeah, so
this play
that's
out.
only 3 waitresses now that I've asked.
I feel like it feels like
We
so
got to
much
keep it
more.
going. We need
Yeah.
our sample size needs to keep increasing.
We do.
Yeah,
It's a social experiment.
So we informed her.
yeah,
on
we
what it
like
was.
asked her like, is pegging gay? Essentially,
I think
and
she
then
said yes.
she's like, yes,
Yeah,
it's
she-
definitely
yeah.
gay. We're like,
She like told us to like come back down. She's like, "Yeah, come back down and see me." And
I wonder how old she was.
I don't know, she looked like
Oh.
maybe 25ish
Yeah,
or
I was
something.
gonna say 25.
But like she only stays there for the summer.
That's all those
Fortunate.
fucking Eastern Europeans
Yeah.
down. In,
Those damn
OC.
Eastern Europeans.
No, I'm just saying that's like all the.
I know, but
fucking
that's how you made it sound. It's funny.
damn Europeans
damn
Yeah.
our
taking our
country.
jabs.
taking our jabs.
And then afterwards, we were just walking around. Like a carny was like hitting on you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
from
Right?
was
Jolly
not-
The
Rogers,
carny
yeah.
wanted this man's fucking meat. 'Cause
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, did that piercing hurt?" Like you could tell she was like into piercings and
I
shit.
was like, yeah. I was like, I
was
was like
like-
a little bit.
No, Pat's like, "I got a piercing that'll hurt you down below the belt."
You got a
bitch."
piercing on my dude.
Yeah, I got. What is that called again? We looked it up the other day.
I got
What
a-
is it?
Oh,
the dick
fuck.
piercing.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
the dick
Yeah,
piercing.
look it up.
We can
What's
just say a
it
cock
called?
ring and just call it a day.
I'm not looking that up because
Why?
a picture of it's gonna come up.
Just what is a cock
you
ring
have your
called?
phone.
Oh my
No,
god!
it's not a cock ring. A cock ring is what
Yeah.
holds the blood in.
I'm talking about a fucking dick piercing.
Yeah, it's called a dick piercing.
Type it in.
No,
I want that on your search history.
No.
Like
Um,
dick piercing.
I can't remember
Yeah,
what the fuck
and
it's
then we
called.
encountered the fucking bead people on the boardwalk.
Yeah,
The bead, bro. They were like an elusive like group of like
they're
They're
actually
a cult.
secret agents.
Yeah.
Bro, they were like middle like Eastern like Asian people, and they were just like dressed in like all these robes and like clearly just like to make us think that they're foreign. And all
Yeah.
these beads, they go around not say a
It's like
fucking
$1 beads.
yeah, not say a fucking word to you, and just hand you
Hand it to
beads.
you.
And like if you would take it, they'd be like, "Oh, how
Donation?
about a donation?"
Yeah.
Donation?
And it's
They
like,
would just like run you down and be like, donation, donation.
They're ridiculous.
And it was
Prince
fun. I was-
Albert is what it's called, by the way.
Prince Albert.
That
what the
is
fuck?
interesting.
I remember like now you fucking were the first one to say it. I'm pretty sure,
With the dick piercing?
like Prince Albert, and I was like, "What the fuck
I didn't.
is that?"
I've never said Prince Albert. in
I
my
don't
life.
fucking believe you.
You just said it right now.
No.
Got him.
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Shit, no, fuck. I told Sean about this, but I was talking to this chick on Tinder the other day because that I like swiped on down at OC.
Mm.
She got all salty because I was like, "Yeah, OC's a nice place to get fucked up in." And she was like, she got so mad. She was like, "Oh, is that the best thing you can do down at OC?" And I was like,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't know, the beach getting fucked up, and I was like mini golfing, and she like lists
That's
like
all the things we did.
yeah, and she like lists all this shit. Like she's like, oh, the movies, the taco, the grab and go taco, and I was like, all right. And then so
Snarky bitch. I'm
me
here to
like
enjoy myself.
yeah, me like trolling her. I was like, and she was like the boardwalk, and I was trolling her. I was like, the people that give you beads on the boardwalk. And then she like talked about how she like got epic trolled by that, and was like took the beads one time.
Good.
And like fell for it. And I was like, yeah, that fucking explains a lot.
Yeah, 'cause you're an idiot.
But yeah, fuck that bitch. So yeah, that was pretty much that for the night. I think.
Yeah, we weren't
Once
on the,
we get after
we weren't
the
on the
day
boardwalk
drinking,
like super long. I feel like we were only there for like.
I mean, the
probably like an hour or
boardwalk's
two.
so shitty. It's just like,
Yeah.
what can you do?
Yeah,
There's
no.
not much to do on the boardwalk.
No.
Just walk
Yeah.
around and people watch. Get
Watch,
fried Oreos.
look at the shit fucking shirts in the stores.
The marshmallow.
The marshmallow
Bro,
merch.
Marshmallow's
That was
gotten like
everywhere.
he's in with the Fortnite
Fortnite,
crew
fucking
now.
Supreme, like any of the fucking
The X,
trash
the
shit.
X hoodie
Yeah.
with Supreme on the
With
sleeve.
his in fucking his skeleton, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this fucked
Yeah,
up
that was
merch?
fucked. It was like a Joker card. It was like X
Yeah.
on the top and then a skeleton on the bottom. I was like, what the fuck?
Maybe just have him like with a halo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking skeleton.
Um,
Jesus Christ.
I don't think much. I think Neff and Blau, once we got back, it was GG.
Yeah,
for
they were
them.
tired, so
So I think we
yeah.
just like chilled that night because when we're day drinking, it's like at night. It's,
yeah, you're just so tired from the day.
yeah. Next day we did it again.
Yeah.
Went back to the beach. Day drank
No,
on the
it couldn't
beach.
be us.
What did we
And then
do
you-
that night?
and then
I
you
dipped.
left.
I dipped before
Oh,
you
that's
guys
right.
went
You
to the
did
beach.
dip. Okay, that was the day on the beach where. So these girls, you know the girls that we saw on the first day when we were like
Same ones.
yeah
Yeah, we
yeah
were in the
they
same spot,
were
yeah.
in the same spot like
Hell yeah.
2 days. Yeah, so we were like throwing the frisbee and they were like around us like the first day. Then second day they were back and they were taking like fucking Insta pics and shit like all the time. And so Eric was fucked and I was getting fucked as well.
Yeah,
Eric was
And
fucked.
so when this happened, it was just like
It's GG.
I was just saying yes to whatever he was bringing up. I was like yes.
yeah.
So
I
this
love that
this fucking lifeguard with the fucking ATV, like I'm sure you saw the Insta.
Yeah, I
pic.
wanted to like know how that happened.
Yeah, so here
Yeah,
you go.
I sort of explained it to
Yeah.
him.
So the ATV dude, this lifeguard on the ATV, goes over to these girls, and the girls get on the ATV and like take a pic. And Eric's like, "Yo, let's go over there." I'm like, "All right, I'm down." And so we go over there, and I'm like, "Hey, we taking pics over here?" Because I was like, because Eric and I were wanting to get on it.
Yeah,
Jake was like, "Hey,"
And the dude's like, "Oh, actually, it's her birthday, man, and I'm only doing this for her birthday." And we were like, "Oh, all right." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get a Slurpee, and I'll be back. If you see me, just wave me down." And we were like, "All right." So basically, he was
he's gonna
doing it for the
leave and-
pussy.
yeah.
Yeah. So we thought this man was just gonna be a bitch about it and just be outy. So like an hour later, or whatever, we're even more fucked, obviously.
yeah. We continue to drink.
And so, out of nowhere, like the fucking Baywatch movies where they come in slow mo, the lifeguard's coming back with the ATV, and he just rolls right on us. And like Eric and I go get that pic on the ATV.
That was cool that he let you do it though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it was cool.
He
And
was
then-
a nice guy.
Yeah, he was nice.
he
And
talked to us for like.
Yeah, he was small talking for a while.
He talked to us for like probably like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, talked about all the hooligans on the
Yeah, we were
beach.
talking about like senior week and stuff, and like how much of a bitch that must be.
He was like, "Yeah, you guys are doing a good job with your Yeti cups. I
yeah,
see."
he was like, you see the Yeti
It
cups.
was like plausible deniability.
yeah, he did say that. He was super nice though. So
Yeah, at least he wasn't doing it for the
Shout out to
fucking
him.
pussy. Yeah.
Shout out random lifeguard.
shout out random lifeguard.
I mean, he was
Yeah.
definitely trying to fuck those girls. But
Can you blame him?
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, Eric and I were in the ocean that day, and those girls were in like right next to us.
Oh no.
And I said to Eric, I was like, if Mr. Fish was here, he'd be losing his nut.
Bro, I'd been gaming if I was there.
I think they were like edge of 18. I think. I mean, like
no.
they looked. The closer I got, the younger they looked.
That's not
Yeah,
good. That's not fucking.
I mean, that's
good.
how it always is, though, isn't it?
it's just
Not
like
usually.
It's like an optical illusion. Like you look at different angles or different ages.
Well, on this angle, she looks about 21. On that angle, she looks
17.
17.
Yeah, it's like, oh no.
Um,
Cuffs. Take me away.
No, and then what did we do that night?
We went to Harpoon Hanno's.
Oh, I wanted to fucking.
Oh
go
yeah,
there.
that's right.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know how, because we were all.
Bro, Eric and I walked into Harpoon Hands like holding hands. You remember that? And like we were just
about that.
we were getting the weirdest looks because we were both just
Yeah, we were
unbelievably
all.
fucked.
I was pretty fucked too. Like I definitely remember being fronky.
Yeah, so like Eric and I are holding hands, and like all these old people are coming out at Harpoon Hands, like what? Like it's so funny, just like trolling people.
like
with
a
that
monkey
shit,
at first.
dude. They just start losing their minds.
Dude, I troll a lot of old people like with the way I dress sometimes, especially like with all like the metal.
Yeah,
and
I'm
everything.
sure.
Like, people just give me the dirtiest looks.
But we got a seat like instantly.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
the
Definitely
dude,
didn't
the
take too
dude was
long.
from our area too.
Yeah, he knew people that like
The
were around
waiter.
this area. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Then what did we do after that? We went mini golfing.
Yeah. Yeah, we went to I forget which one. I think it was
And Sean clapped.
133rd.
Yeah,
and
you
Neff
got
tied.
so many hole-in-ones. Yeah,
I
that's
got
right, you guys
fucking
tied.
like 4 hole-in-ones.
Eric was like falling in the fucking water.
Yeah, but they were just trying to like stay. I mean, actually, Neff wasn't too bad that night.
No, Neff wasn't as bad.
Yeah, but him and I were just going back.
Well,
and
no,
forth
he
pretty
hit your
much.
pen again, remember? And he was just laying on the blanket.
Oh yeah.
You didn't, yeah. So at the beach, this man hits his pen again, and we're like talking to his parents and stuff. Neff's just on that main blanket, just like face down, just fucking slow.
Dude, it was so funny.
Every time you'd take a hit,
Oh
of
yeah,
that, like,
he'd just
be
be
out.
fucking out like a light, bro.
It's good. It was a good
Oh
time.
yeah.
And so we went mini golfing, and then we came back, and we didn't do anything. I don't think.
Yeah, no, I think we just
We
chilled.
just went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
think that
sure
night, I'm
because
pretty
we
sure
were
we went to-
slumping
yeah.
again, and then Monday night, Eric and
Monday.
or no,
Monday
Monday
morning.
Yeah,
Fucking idiot.
I'm just making sure we had the right
Hmm.
things.
The right things.
Yeah, we went to Bayside.
again, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Neff and Eric dipped,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to the ocean
Yeah, me, you, and my mom.
and drank again.
Go figure.
Yeah, and
Yeah, we were going in that day too
Yeah,
because
we were
we
going
were trying
in.
to just get rid of.
and
as
I
much shit.
I didn't even drink only beer that time. I
Yeah, we
started
s-
with 2 shots of whiskey, and then the rest ginger ale.
And mine was 2 shots of whiskey and
You
Coke.
had Coke, yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
we ran out of ginger ale.
Oh,
Um,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, we were getting.
Drunky.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Did you yak at all?
No.
Did you yak again?
No, I didn't yak again after Turtle. The only thing that made me yak was how fucking bad this
Sour,
was.
yeah.
That shit was bad, dude.
And then we went to me, Kevin, my mom went to Dead.
Well, hold on.
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
now.
Oh, my
The
bad.
pissing corner.
Oh.
So I was like, all right,
Yeah, my
Sean, I
bad.
got to find a fucking place to piss. And we're just strolling around. And like,
We find this fucking parking garage on the
yeah,
side
and
of
I
this
didn't want to go
building.
back to that woman because I was like, she's seen me so many fucking times. Like, I feel bad at this point.
Yeah.
So we go and we find like a stairwell. And like, at the bottom stair, you got that like the cave underneath. And it was
Like,
like,
underneath the stairs.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bo-
yeah.
and that was like, it was like seeing a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow.
We're like, oh, a piss corner.
It's like right
Interesting.
when I saw it, I just fucking whipped my pants down and just started
And
pissing.
we like looked for cameras to make sure there wasn't.
There was
any,
a
like,
camera like right outside.
Yeah, there's a
maybe.
camera like right above, like before you walk in the stairwell, but then there wasn't any like in it.
And
So
we
we
got,
just like
no.
we're like, oh, this works. So we were just
Yeah.
using that the entire time.
Yeah,
Piss
go
corner.
figure.
Yeah, you like piss
I
corners.
was like,
Bro, how sick would it be if like we just went down there and like shared a place for like the summer and just all had
Yeah.
our
I
jobs?
mean, that'd be
like,
that'd
That'd be
good.
dope.
And then we went mini golfing.
Yeah, we went to dinner. Yeah, we
Where
went
did we
to
go
Dead
to dinner?
Freddy's.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, me and my mom. That was really good actually.
Yeah, it was really good.
where was it?
Dead
Dead
Freddy's.
Freddy's.
Yeah,
you
it's
got
like
your souvenir cup.
yeah, I got like this pineapple cup because I got this. It was like a pineapple rum juice, and it came with like the souvenir cup, and I just like got to keep it.
She's
so.
like, "You want this?" The girl looked like. All right, whatever. Got to cut.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's all good.
Alright.
She looked familiar.
Yeah,
but she did.
no,
Oh
she
my
did.
God.
I agree.
And then we went mini golfing after, and that's where I had about had enough with these fucking people.
So we went to just to clarify, we went to this old pro on 27th Street. It has 27 holes compared to the other
It was
ones that
so
have 18.
packed
And it was really busy for some reason. I don't know why the fuck it was so busy. It was literally a Monday
on a
night.
Monday night, and so these people in front of us,
Like what,
would-
a family of four?
after 4 or 5,
Yeah.
and after they'd be done, it was like none of them were like kids, but I mean one was like a high schooler,
Yeah.
but after they'd be done the hole, they would just stand on the course
Yeah, fucking
and
assholes.
just wait and there's like a fucking line.
And
And
Kev
so
was
I would-
going first, so he was like always waiting.
Yeah, I
for
was
them.
going first,
Yeah.
and so I was like, it happened twice, and I just looked at Sean. I was like, I mentioned something. I was like, what are they doing?
Yeah, we're like, you like standing on the course.
And then
huh?"
like we're like around hole 8 or something, and it was like the one hole they stay on again, and I remember I just put my fucking hands in my face
Yeah.
like this, and I was just like,
this man was so dumb.
yeah, because keep in mind I was like
Drunky.
fucked,
Yeah.
and so the
throw
final
hands.
the
Yeah, we
final
both were.
straw was when it was like the hole after that, and the fucking high school kid, like after they get done shooting, he's off the course, but he's like holding himself up by the club on the course. So like he has his club on the green and he's like holding himself up. So I'm literally looking at this man like, am I seeing, like, is this real? And I just yell out, I'm like, get off the course.
Yeah.
And they just like, and they didn't really acknowledge it at first because they probably didn't think I was talking to them. And then they all like turn around because they realized I was talking to them. Yeah. And they're like, oh. And they just got off the course. And I was like,
fucking
fuck
yourself.
And after that, they didn't stay on.
They definitely didn't do it.
They got the
point.
fucking message.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, holy fuck. Like, how stupid do you have to be?
I mean,
there's people behind me? What?
Oh, there's a 10-person line behind me.
Bro, people are always like that down there.
And I was trolling them too. Like the entire time after that. I mean, I was being a dick about it. But like after
you were like,
after we would get done putting and we were like close to them, I would just say to Sean, be like, "Oh, should I stand on the course now?"
Yeah, I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up."
I'd be like, "Oh, how long should I stand on this course?" Like I was just fucking trolling.
It was so
him.
passive aggressive. It was so funny.
I mean, fuck those people.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, then what did we do that? Oh, we got back.
Well, I got 6 hole-in-ones when we were playing.
No one cares,
and
dude.
then I beat a game.
You think anyone listening actually fucking cares?
That's actually a statistic, for the pod.
Do you think anybody cares about that?
Bisa cares.
Yeah, exactly.
Bisa's watching.
If
you
they
go,
make
Shawnee.
If they make
suck
it
my
this
cock,
far.
faggot. Happy Pride Month.
Only Bisa will enjoy it, so I think I'm in the clear. But epic troll. Yeah, so no one cares about the golf game. But
yeah.
You weren't even there for the fucking mini golf. So.
I can see you getting so pissed.
I wasn't even mad.
Sean?
No, bro, I didn't give a fuck. You think I gave a fuck about the mini golf?
He's so mad. No, he didn't fucking care.
No.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny because as I was moving on to the next thing, you're like, oh, by the way, I got 6 hole-in-ones and won the game. That's more what I'm trolling you about. But yeah, when we got back, it was like we were so fucking dead because like 3 days of just nonstop day drinking.
I'd be dead.
And so we
decided to drink more.
Yeah,
as any normal sane human being.
And so I was in top bunk, you were in bottom bunk.
Yeah.
And
why you go in the bunks?
Because we were just fucking dead.
Yeah, we were just fucking messing around, and we were getting ready to drink, but we like hadn't fully committed.
We wanted
yet.
to rest. Yeah.
So we were like, all right, we'll get out of the fucking bed in
because we were like
5 minutes.
Yeah, we were like, because we could go to sleep right now.
Yeah,
but we're not.
We were both just on our phones, just like fucking around.
Yeah. So and then we get up out of bed and we do the whiskey. We do double whiskey with the ginger ale, and that was fucking.
Yeah. That was fun.
What a choice.
I was so tired, like just the drinks just made me even more tired. So.
And I didn't even fucking start drinking mine until like
because you were fucking
minutes.
around with your
because I was trying to clean my fucking bubbler and I literally just could not find anything that would work.
Clown.
So it took me forever. Yeah.
Absolute clown.
And then so we were up until like what 1-ish.
Yeah, we were up.
I was fucking outie.
Yeah, you were like
also
this man was laying down on the fucking Florida room couch. He was so fucking tired. I was like, you ready to go to sleep?
Yeah, I mean, you know how he gets when you're like falling asleep.
Yeah,
and,
you too. Same with me. Like when I'm fucking like fucked up, you just come up in my face.
And we all troll.
Yeah, exactly.
You go to sleep.
You go to sleep. Also mentioned, so I slept. You were bottom bunk. Pat was bottom bunk. This man was gassing me out like the fucking chambers of Auschwitz. Like honestly,
I had no recollection.
Bro, I was
like
sleeping.
Nova gas farts.
I was sleeping. And I literally got awoken by the smell of this man's farts. Like, I woke up and I remember just thinking like, holy shit, this is the gnarliest fucking fart I've ever smelled. And I just covered my face until it went away.
That's some power to wake you out of your fucking sleep,
Bro,
dude.
you got some intestinal issues. Like we were talking about that like, when we were coming back. We're like, you got some fucking gastrointestinal issues,
I
my
did
guy.
not. Maybe
Some shit's not right. I don't think it's supposed to smell that fucking dank. Like Jesus Christ!
You like dank
You're
farts.
so exaggerating.
I'm not. I swear to God,
your farts are pretty bad.
If I was, and remember the morning with this man?
That was funny as fuck.
Oh my
God, that was so fucking funny.
You were on the couch, sprawled out,
just
fucking
tooting away.
I just gassed him out unintentionally.
Such a piece of shit.
Right when he sits down, like Blau's just out. But like,
blast him.
It was fucking that morning. You were ripping him as well, and it was just
it was
funny
bad.
As fuck, dude.
Yeah, and you're shocked. Oh, he's exaggerating. Like I'm not.
No, that was
not.
funny as fuck.
And it was like hot. Like there was.
Right on time.
Right on cue.
You like farts.
It was like heat coming from
Yeah,
it
exactly.
too. It was like disgusting.
In that small room as well.
Just baking.
But yeah, so that's pretty much that.
Yeah, I was about to say, and then we came back Tuesday.
Yeah. And now it's Saturday.
Yes.
Back
So
to
yeah,
normal
great
lives.
trip. Hopefully we'll be back sometime this summer.
Yeah, we were talking about going down in like mid-July or something.
It'd be sweet
Yeah.
for a weekend.
But no, it was really fun.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, that's about it, gamers.
All folks.
You got a shout out this week? Anybody want to shout something out?
Shout out the nice weather we've been having. That's really been helping, like, me feel like energetic and want to go out and shit. So shout out the sun.
Yeah,
Shout out the sun.
true. Sun is good for you. Get that
Yeah.
vitamin D.
Shout out new Freddie Gibbs album.
Okay.
Shout out the fact that Chance has his old albums.
Yeah,
back
acid
on,
raps
on Spotify.
Shout out. Okay.
Good shout out.
Pretty cool.
Mr. Bird.
Shout out. What was it? Coke White.
Oh, that song. Yeah, Coke White.
Coke White by fucking
Pusha,
Pusha
yeah.
and Goldlink. That's really dope.
That song was really fucking good.
It had the beat, fucking that hard beat switch too. Like Jesus,
Make you nut.
made me nut.
Make you bust.
Follow our Instagram account and Twitter account at WifeLeftMePod. YouTube, My Wife Left Me Podcast. I'm Kevin. I'm Kev Gordy on Twitter and Vybranium with a Y on Twitch.
And I'm Sean. My Twitch is AnAbusiveYeti.
Nothing else. Just
Yeah,
the
nothing
Twitch.
else.
And I am MrStarfish on Instagram. I am MrStarfish. Hit me with that follow. Also, Young Patar on Xbox.
Yeah, go check out our merch. It's pretty cheap too. I made it
Yeah.
cheap. We're not trying to make money off
No,
this.
it's not a
honestly.
profit thing.
Honest to God, like I really don't care about making money off this at all. So like, fucking shirts, hats, max
Spread the
20.
word.
Max is
Hoodies.
$20. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
beanies 19, I think. Like
Yeah.
it's and
Relatively decent
support
price,
us.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
if you've been enjoying the podcast,
Yeah,
it'd
we
mean a lot
appreciate
to us. And send us if you do buy merch. Please,
Tag
show it
us.
to us on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and we'll give you a nice little retweet or
Little shout
whatever
out.
it is
Little
on fucking
repost.
Instagram. Yeah, Ocean City. That's another wrap.
Indeed.